Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. My name is Mike E. Today we're going to be talking about why you should not buy a home gym. Now, this is coming from someone who had a somewhat of a home gym, some equipment at home. I'm going to tell you why I didn't like it. Reasons I believe you instead should go get a membership at an actual gym rather than trying to build your own home gym or get your own equipment. A quick disclaimer before I start the video: if a home gym is what works for you, that's perfectly fine. Do that. Do what works best for you. This is just what I personally recommend to beginners. Deciding whether or not you should make a home gym is kind of a big decision, so hopefully this video will help you out. When I first started lifting, I was mostly doing my powerlifting at my school with my weightlifting class. I was pretty inexperienced. I didn't really know much about progressive overload. I was just spamming a bunch of sets. And of course, as you're a beginner, you learn as you go. So of course, this is probably what's happened to a lot of people. It's not out of the ordinary to make a good amount of mistakes when you first start. That happens to a lot of people. It's natural. But as I got more experience and I went on, I realized the three limitations that I'm going to be talking about today as to having a home gym or having home equipment. If you're someone who's rich or has a good amount of money and has a good amount of space in their home, probably ignore this video. I'm sure you can find a way to build your own home gym that's probably as good as a regular gym, or something that's just perfect for you. Now, of course, someday I really would like to have a home gym like The Rock, something huge, something with a bunch of different equipment. So this video is going to be talking about the average person who probably won't want to get a home gym. Number one is the amount of space you're probably going to have. Average homeowner or renter probably isn't going to have a giant room or a giant amount of space just laying there that's good to put equipment into and build their own home gym. I'm sure most people don't really have that kind of space. I myself, when I started out, I got a bench and I really didn't have that much space for anything else, so I could only have a bench. If I ever wanted to get any other pieces of equipment, it really wouldn't have fit in the area. It would have been really limited to what I could do. And there's not really much else to say about this one. This is just a pretty basic one. If you don't really have the space, it's really hard to build a home gym that isn't really cramped or just doesn't have all the things that you need. The limit number two is going to be money. Equipment is actually getting pretty expensive. I remember when I was buying my dumbbells, I had maximum up to 20 pounds, and the 20-pound dumbbells cost $20 each. So it was $40 in total just for two 20-pound dumbbells. Good equipment is expensive. Equipment itself already is expensive, so I had a bench that was good for a beginner. Once you start getting bigger, you really outgrow the bench, and it maxed out at 80 pounds, so you really are limited to what you can do. And it cost $150. Everything I had cost upwards of $200, which is plenty enough to get myself a gym membership and have really good equipment. And of course, this equipment wasn't exactly the most durable equipment. It wasn't the best equipment. It was just mid. The equipment was just mid, to be honest. It wasn't really that good. It wouldn't really satisfy the needs that I have for lifting today. Now, I'm sure you can find better equipment like those power racks that you can buy. I'm sure those cost plenty of money. The process of the gym itself is already expensive. Besides the membership, you got to get the right foods. Some people like to get supplements. Some people like to buy specific clothing. The lifestyle is already pretty expensive. Adding on the fact that you have to buy more equipment for more money is really expensive. And limit number three is going to be the progressive overload difficulty. Progressive overload is just finding a way to make a select movement more intense or harder, whether that be by adding more weight or adding more reps. I find a lot of limitations to progressive overload that you can find at equipment for home gyms. Gyms themselves usually have some more heavy-duty machines that you can apply more weight to. It's just really hard to find that in home gym equipment. I'll give another example of one I had. I had a leg extension accessory on my bench. Now, to be fair, when I had a home gym, I skipped leg day a lot, so it didn't really matter too much. But just to give an example, the max I could put on there was about 65 pounds on the leg extension accessory. And right now I'm up to 132 pounds usually for leg extensions. I'm sure a lot of you will outgrow the equipment that you have in a matter of time. How long that might take, I don't know. You get to a point where you can do more weight than what you have. It's going to cost more money to get better equipment or to get higher weights. 40-pound dumbbell for $40 can probably get you a gym membership instead and get you everything in there. So really, I think the value is not really worth it. It's pretty unbalanced. Now, again, if a home gym is what works for you, great, do that. If you can build your own gym, do that. Whatever works best for you, just do that. If I ever get rich, I know I'm definitely building myself a home gym like The Rock's. But for the average person, I recommend just getting a membership. If you're scared of going and getting judged in there and that's why you want to get a home gym, don't be scared, because the majority of people at the gym are very nice. They're good people. Don't be scared of being judged at the gym. The majority of the gym community is very supportive and uplifting. I remember one time I brought my friend who had first started lifting for his first day. A lady next to us, she was like, "Hey, you're doing great. The majority of the battle is just being in here and all." She gave a great speech. It was very heartwarming. I just recommend for most people, just go to the actual gym, get a membership. Now, of course, there's definitely pros to having a home gym. You know, you don't have to wait for other people using equipment. I don't know if it really interests you, but you don't have to really wipe it down after you use it. It's gonna be gross, but you know, you don't really have to. There's a few benefits to it. It's your own gym, I get that, but I think there are limitations to it in most cases. If you have any comments on home gyms or anything you want to leave in the comments, of course, leave them down below. I feel like I'm repeating myself, like that last sentence didn't sound right. Anyways, whatever. Endure the storm, be mighty, everyone.